Hey everybody, I'm Philip.
And I'm Justin.
And together, we are Pajamas. And we've decided to brave the heat.
Oh yes.
It is so hot. We just turned everything off to record. It's already like, oh my god. We are here to brave the heat to watch Doctor Who, Season 6, Episode 2. You said you were eager to watch this.
Oh yes. We left off on a cliffhanger.
Catch us up to speed.
1969, the year of the moon landing, and the Stonewall riots.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month. I forgot to mention that in the previous video.
It's the end of June as time of recording, so yeah.
And they finally found the person that was trying to call them. And it appears to be some sort of little girl.
Yeah. In one timeline, the Doctor is dead, and Rory got shot again or something. And there's these creatures that, when you look at them, you see them, but the minute you stop looking at them, you forget all about them. So it's kind of like Weeping Angels,
Yes.
but
It's a similar concept.
yeah. So we are recapping because it's been a couple weeks for us. I said it is the end of June as with this recording. It has been in the 90s and hundreds during the day. Sucks. Summer sucks. Made a video about it. There's disclaimer number 1 for you. Boom. Summer sucks. It's awful. Blah. Disclaimer number 2. I apologize for any stammering, stuttering, slurring, or mouth noise. I have a speech impediment that acts up from time to time, and I have a glandular issue that acts up all the time. I do my best to remove it in post, but if it comes through, I do apologize. Sometimes it is hard for me to speak due to it. Today is one of those days, so this will not be fun to edit. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks, and let's stop taking up time because it's only going to get hotter from here.
Yes.
And not in a fun way. So, yes, without further ado, let's get into it. Ooh, I've been there. Marker Arm. Sequel to Marker Face.
We found Dr. Song.
Hey, Rory.
Looks at everything. Nothing can penetrate these walls. No sound. In here, you're literally cut off from the rest of the universe.
How are they breathing?
Ooh.
Amy, Rory, open all the doors to the swimming pool!
There's always a way out.
I didn't realize until now that the Doctor needs to shave in order to keep that clean-shaven face. I didn't realize that his...
Oh yeah, that the Doctor can grow a beard, like
Yes.
the actual character. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, good call.
it never came to my mind that he can grow a beard if he wants to.
Yeah.
Because I was wrong. I'm not pregnant.
What's up?
Nothing. Really.
So that's why you marked your skin.
Only way we'd know if we'd had an encounter.
You activate it and describe aloud exactly what you're seeing.
Or you just take a tape recorder and do the same thing without
if you've had an encounter.
that.
That's the first you'll know.
Why didn't you tell me this before we started?
Straighten my bow tie because I planted the idea in your head while you were looking at the creature.
You could be doing stuff and not really knowing why you're doing it.
Like post-hypnotic suggestion.
Keeps happening. I try to clean it up.
This would be a good premise for an episode, like a horror-esque. Oh, wow. It's a good shot. Maybe stop shining a light on them.
Cut him a little slack. Mr. President, he did break break into Apollo 11.
Well, for that. But I need you to release him so we can get
Rory
on
in
some
a
very
suit.
important work for the American people.
Not bad.
Could you do that for me?
America salutes you.
Rory is so adorable.
Hello. Who are you?
No, I think she's just dreaming.
This world is ours. We have ruled it since the wheel and the fire.
Welcome to America.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am. Please, can anybody hear me? Is it a recording?
It defaults to live. This is current. So sorry, it's one way.
She can always hear me, Doctor. Wherever she is, and she always knows that I am coming for her. Do you understand me? The silence.
Oh.
Why does it look like a NASA spacesuit?
Because that's what the silence do. Think about it. They don't make anything themselves. They don't have to. They get other life forms to do it for them.
Then why did the human race suddenly decide to go to the moon?
Ignition. I love you. I know you think it's him. It's you. My life was so boring before you just dropped out of the sky.
Rome fell.
I know. I was there.
So was I.
Interesting. Fairhaven Road. Seen one of these before. This is my friend River. Nice hair, clever, has her own gun. And unlike me, she really doesn't mind shooting people. I shouldn't like that. Kind of do a bit.
Thank you, sweetie.
I know you're team players and everything, but she'll definitely kill at least the first.
Not the first 7 easily.
7, really?
Oh, 8 for you, honey.
Stop it.
Make me.
Yeah, well, maybe I will.
Is this really important, flirting? Because I feel like I should be higher on the list right now.
All steps for man.
Given the order for your own execution, and the whole planet just heard you.
Damn. Damn, River.
She's amazing.
Yeah, like a boss.
What kind of doctor are you?
Archaeology. Love a tomb.
You can let me fly it.
Or we could go where we're supposed to.
What's the matter with you?
You called me stupid.
Him.
Well, you did say dropped out of the sky.
It's a figure of speech, moron.
Dare I ask, will I be remembered?
No, Dickie.
This person you want to marry, black.
Yes.
I know what people think of me, but perhaps I'm a little more liberal.
He is.
Ooh.
The moon is far enough for now.
Aw.
Don't you, Mr. Delaware? I figured it might be.
You could come. You told me you were pregnant. Did you tell Rory?
No.
I'm dying. I can fix that. See?
Well. So.
I'm not sure what to say.
Yeah. apparently being in the TARDIS while you're pregnant, because the doctor has mentioned before that being in the TARDIS can affect you.
Including being both pregnant and not pregnant at the same time, it seems?
Like it's been said before that the TARDIS has an effect on you.
Hmm.
You know, if you travel with the doctor and whatnot. So it's interesting then to think about what it would do to an embryo. Apparently it turns you into a Time Lord or something.
Excellent.
That's interesting. That's who and or what is she turning into?
So many things happened in this episode.
We found out that these creatures are the Silence.
Finally, we now have a face for this silence that they keep on talking about.
I like the idea that they've been around since the beginning of humanity.
Yes.
And everything that's happened is pretty much their bidding.
Indeed, it's the perfect way to invade. It could theoretically be happening now, and we wouldn't even know it.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this could be going on right now, and we wouldn't even know. Yeah. But I think it was such a big idea. Like, I liked how the Doctor outsmarted them, but also was a little too much with a bow. We spent a season and 2 episodes building the Silence. So were they what was controlling the TARDIS the entire time? Was it their agenda? The crack in the wall? There could be something I'm missing. Obviously, there has been before. I mean, for Pete's sake, I called Rory Cyber Rory when he was Alton Rory. And everyone on the freaking planet, including people that aren't born yet, had to tell me in the comments, actually, it's not Cyber Rory, it's Alton Rory. Yes, I know that. Don't ever mess up in front of a Whovian. 2 episodes in a row.
This shows that he indeed reads all of the comments.
I do. Well, the ones that aren't spoilery. Thank you, Andrew. It just feels a little too, like, I'm satisfied with it. I think maybe the issue I have is it was too soon. Like, we just found out who they were, and we just found out we knew what they could do. We found out the scope, how grand it was. And then, of course, I don't mind how the Doctor outsmarted them. I just think they were such a powerful force to outsmart them that easily, that quickly, and now they're gone. Now the next focus is this little girl.
Maybe there are more of them. They only took out the ones that were on Earth.
As I said before, we don't know what's going to happen next. So this is all, just thinking out loud. If they're still around, cool. It just seems kind of like it felt like, and I could be wrong. Obviously, I could be wrong because I don't know what's going to happen. If this is the end, it feels like Stephen Moffat wanted to wrap this up as soon as possible because he had another cool idea he wanted to get to. It's like when you're like, if you're writing a story and you're like, oh, I thought of the next chapter. Let me get this chapter done really fast. Go to the next chapter because he wanted to explore this, it was clearly Rory and Amy's daughter. But maybe it all ties together. It's like we've seen Doctor Who before. The long game. It's not a stranger to the series. So this could all be one bigger thing, and I can see that. But right now, I'm like, if this is the end, it could have been less hasty. Because the Silence will fall. Was that prophecy? Was that a threat? Yeah, I like it. And I hope it's not done.
Yes, otherwise, indeed, it would seem to have been too rushed.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll see what happens as we progress through the season. Amy can stop being a dick to Rory anytime now. Like,
maybe he likes it.
Yeah, it seems that way. But she gets away with it because she knows she's like I've said before, I have no problem with her being the dominant personality in the relationship. He's obviously the submissive. No problem with that. It's just, if I called you stupid all the time, which I would never do. Yeah, no one wants to hear that. Even if you think it's okay and you laugh about it, even if you're submissive, it's still an insult. It's still a put down. I've been told that people in the UK are mean to each other out of love. It's like, I guess, pushing like the person you like in like 3rd grade down on the playground because you like them. She's not 9. She's an adult. I've never understood, especially under like gender rules, gender norms, how one gender could just be absolute dickheads to the other gender, and it's okay. It's okay. And we've said before, everything that Amy says to Rory, reverse those roles. Imagine Rory saying all that stuff to Amy. There would be outrage over it. There would be. I don't care if you're in the UK. I can't imagine anyone in the UK calling their girlfriend, like some dude in the UK calling their girlfriend or wife, whatever, stupid and dumb and moron all the time. People would not like that. If you do, I'm an American. Maybe it's me being an American. I've been told that before.
But well, indeed, if many people were to see that, the term that would immediately come to people's minds would be domestic abuse.
It's verbal abuse. It's emotional abuse.
Yes.
It is. Like you can spin it any way you want. It is. It's abuse. I don't care what the gender is. I don't care what you have between your legs or don't have between your legs.
Yes, it seems that, in one sense, this is domestic abuse. Outrageous. Or she's speaking her mind. Gender equality, ironically, people would think.
Or she's not serious. She's just playing. Like, it's her being just, like, it's not mean, but it's not nice. It's just, I personally, as a person, cannot fathom that. But I've had a couple people in comments talk about how they don't like Amy. That Amy was for them what the Blonde Nightmare was for me. Is for me. It will never change. I can kind of see that now. I don't... Amy's not even close to being what the Blonde Nightmare was. But I can see it. And if it continues like this, I don't know if it'll be that bad. Because at least Amy... I can see people thinking Amy is obnoxious. And kind of a dick. She is kind of a dick. You know, I'm in control my way or the highway kind of thing, you know. Always has to get her way, that kind of thing. I'm putting her in a box from what I'm seeing in her relationship. Just reminds me of some people I've met where they can treat you any way they want, but if you treat them the way they treat you, even a smidge, they act like, how dare you? You know, I've talked about that before. I don't like people like that.
That's a sign of a lack of self-awareness.
That, which the Blonde Nightmare had in spades. Oh my god. But I like that Amy at least talks about stuff. Like there's at least a part of her that's still analytical. She's not as analytical as, say, Martha.
Definitely.
But she's still analytical.
She isn't too impulsive. Well, she isn't as impulsive as Rose would be.
Right. Yeah. Oh god, no. So she's in, and I think that's why I can tolerate her so far, is because she is at least capable of expressing how she feels, what she thinks, etc., etc. She's not as torn with the doctor because she has Rory, like Martha was. For those of you that don't like Amy, I get it. I do. I get it. And as time goes on, for as long as she's in the series, if it continues, I'm going to continue to talk about it. Just like I did with the Blonde Nightmare. If something annoys me, I'm going to talk about it. If you think I'm harping all the time, it's because the show is harping all the time. If I don't like somebody being like disrespectful to someone else, and the show does it over and over and over, I'm going to talk about it over and over and over. You should just accept it. No, I shouldn't. I don't have to. Just because you do doesn't mean I have to. And if that annoys you, that's weird. Accept what I accept, or I'm not going to accept it. The paradox. The YouTube paradox. Some of y'all crack me up. But yes, what else happened? River's freaking badass.
Yeah.
Dang, man. Just when you think she can't get any cooler. And that poor ending for her.
Yes, what she said is true.
Yeah.
It's part of one person living one way and one living the other way.
Yeah,
it comes with that.
Yeah. I mean,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Eventually, if you're walking like far, like away from somebody, eventually you're not gonna be able to see them anymore. If you're walking in opposite directions. So that's what's happening. I feel so sweaty and gross right now, y'all. Ugh.
I would think that, considering how Amy is at expressing herself, surely Rory would know that if she doesn't like him anymore and would like to be with a doctor, clearly she would have said something about it. Surely she would have told him. She seems to be the sort of person that actually expresses herself.
I disagree. I think Amy is a wants to have her cake and eat it too. Like, she's good at expressing herself, but Amy is also incredibly selfish. Everything has to be about Amy. Like, she has to have her way. She has to be in control. You know, that kind of, like, and these aren't positive traits. I think I just like it because it's a relationship dynamic we haven't explored yet in Doctor Who for us. Overall, she's more relatable as a person. Like, she feels like a real person, and her and Rory feel like an actual couple. Like, you could have told me they were dating in real life, and I'd be like, oh yeah, they feel like an actual couple. They're not, but they feel like it. They have natural chemistry together. Well, everyone does, like, you know, River and the Doctor and
Definitely.
Rory and Amy. They all have good chemistry with each other.
There needs to be more episodes with the Doctor and River.
If we get any more, this seemed kind of like a goodbye for River.
Or maybe there could at least be some sort of spin-off series.
I don't think there is.
Hmm.
I don't think this is the last we see of her. This can't be. Like, she has to be too much of a fan favorite. She has to be. I'm not just saying that because we both think she's awesome. I'm just saying that because it's River. You don't like River, what's wrong with you?
Indeed.
Yeah. If you don't like Amy, I get it. You know, if you like Amy, I get it. If you don't like the Blonde Nightmare, I fucking get it. If you like the Blonde Nightmare, I don't fucking get it. You can like what you like. Of course, I always say that. You can like what you like and dislike what you like. Ah, another paradox. And in the end, do we go after the girl or do we go on an adventure? Well, they really don't need to go after the girl because the girl's coming. And assuming that a pregnancy on the TARDIS is the same term as one on Earth, I guess we'll expect to see her in 7 to 9 months. In their time.
Yes.
But then where do you go? Like, where do you go from there? Because eventually, after their daughter is born, it's going to be in a children's home.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then it's going to be abducted or whatever by the Silence.
And orphanages at that time period, yes, basically those were places to dump unwanted children.
Yeah. So we'll see how this unfolds. It's Doctor Who. You know, time can be rewritten. As we've seen, you know, over and over. She said a lot went down. From River to the Silence. A lot happened with the Silence. To Amy and the pregnancy and Rory. And I like the scene with the Doctor and Rory about him being the last Centurion. And do you remember it? He says sometimes. It's like a door. I've said before, I'm going to say it again. Rory is the MVP. Without him there, man, these would still be good. But, and it's not just because I have a budding crush on the actor and the character. I'm going to be 100% up front. I think Rory is adorable.
He is.
He is. I just think he's a nice emotional, like the emotional tuning fork for the show. You know, Rory's just like that. Bong, and he just resonates through the episode. I can't think of a better way to put it. He just brings this undercurrent of of feelings and emotions. And it's cool because not only is he the submissive in his relationship with Amy, which is totally fine, he's compassionate and he's empathetic. You know, and he is in love with Amy. I think that Amy loves Rory. I don't know if she's in love with Rory. We had the episodes last season where, you know, he died and she's like, you know, it's him. I wasn't sure, but now I am. But sometimes it feels like, do you just have him around because you know you can control him? Like a control freak would do that? Like a narcissist will have someone around that they can control and feed their ego. It's part of the, you know, personality. So sometimes I wonder with her. A classic narcissist, there's that theory that a classic narcissist is incapable of love. They can't understand the concept of love because to understand love is to be selfless and care about someone else. But a narcissist, a true narcissist, can't do that because they only love themselves. So they're on the concept of love. Well, can they love other people? They can understand love because that's what they have for themselves. Unending love for themselves. But can a narcissist love someone else on a level that's actually legit? That's actually legitimate and honest without pretense, without, you know, ulterior motive, which is to please the narcissist. So from that point of view, is Amy really in love with Rory? I think so, yes, but sometimes I wonder just because of how she acts, and like I think she is narcissistic. I think she has that the trait of a textbook narcissist.
Hmm.
But I think she isn't malicious about it to the degree. I think if she was, I would hate her. I would. I would absolutely hate her. So it's like the scales. It's like sometimes I'm like, yeah, well, yeah. Well, it's somewhere. It goes like this for me. If I had to definitively say yes, I do think that she loves Rory, but I do also think that she is a narcissist. But I don't think she's like if it was a scale, a narcissism scale, I think that she's kind of like, this is the middle point, this is the scale. I think she's like, here's the middle point, no, yes. I think she's like over here. There's enough of her away from the true narcissism that, of the true ego of self, that she can still have a tether to Rory. Now, how strong that tether is and what it's comprised of as far as give and take and love and selflessness, who knows? Went off on a tangent again.
So basically, she's human in that she doesn't consistently stay at one area. She fluctuates dependent upon the situation.
Yeah. Our narcissists can fluctuate in the manner of getting what they want. How do I have to adapt myself in order to achieve my goal, which is the ultimate MO of a narcissist? How do I get what I want? Be it emotional, physical, psychological, all of it. What can I do to play this mental game of chess to get my way, get what I want? Repercussions be damned, consequences be damned, everyone else be damned. And that's where I think that's where I put Amy over here, because I think Amy still does care enough. I don't think she would do anything to deliberately hurt Rory, as we saw in this episode. Even though she kept the pregnancy from him, she had reasons why. Talking to the doctor first makes sense, because he's a Time Lord. He knows the TARDIS. He would know if growing a baby would in any way affect it. Clearly it does. So that made sense. I don't know where I was going with that, but I just thought it was, I don't know what I tangent. I don't know. Yes, lots of things to ponder as we go into the next episode.
But before we do that, let's go into the notes.
Yes. It is so freaking hot, y'all. Oh my God. Like, I'm sticking. This is even like, not like a, one of those like vinyl chairs. This is like a mesh chair. I'm sticking to it. That's how warm it is. Ugh.
Philip's notes.
All right, so we open up and it's 3 months later. And Amy's running away. She is in Utah, in the Valley of the Gods. I've been there. It is nice. Utah is very pretty. Very weird. It's a very weird state. Very weird state. Not going to touch that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a weird state. Moving on. But she has all these markings on her, like hash marks on her. And then she gets shot by agent dude. And then we see River. She's in New York City. She also has hash marks on herself. She jumps out a window. We see Rory. I think he's in Nevada, and he's got hash marks all over himself. Because of course Rory, he's like the Shaggy of the group. Zoinks. He's always gonna be like the most like ridiculous one. So he had all these hash marks all over his face and stuff. Which later Amy did too. I know that. I'm just saying in the beginning. But he also gets shot. And then we see the doctor is chained, straitjacket, a beard, as you mentioned.
Yes, it never occurred to me that, so he shaves every day? I didn't really think about that.
Maybe, yeah. But he's being put in the perfect cell made out of this weird, dense stuff.
Yes, and expected to somehow not suffocate.
Maybe it's breathable.
Not a single particle can get through?
I don't know. maybe it produces oxygen.
It could be like the TARDIS then.
Yeah.
After all, it is what appears to be space technology.
Yes. And also it wasn't so much a prison as it was like a hiding spot for the agent and the doctor. Because then the TARDIS appears and like Amy and Rory sit up in the body bags and
Yes, let's try to keep this time travel thing as secretive as possible.
Yeah. Well, the plan also, yeah. And then they go rescue River by she splashes into the swimming pool. I like that we keep coming back to the swimming pool in the TARDIS.
Yes, she likes to make a dramatic entrance and a dramatic exit. It's one of the things I like about her.
Wouldn't be River if she didn't. When they were on the TARDIS, I was like, we had Rory, Amy, River, and Agent Guy. Essentially, we had 4 companions in this episode. I thought that's cool. I said before, like, how many seasons back was I like, why don't we have more than one? Like, why does he have like a bunch?
Well, now we get the opportunity to see what it's like to have a whole group.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool. And then the doctor puts the things in their hand. I was like, why don't you just take a tape recorder and just talk?
Yes, surely they had those cassette tapes by that time.
Oh yeah. It's also it's been fun to watch technology advance in the show, like it did for us, obviously. But now we're like, it feels like we're time lords because we're like looking back in time, watching things progress over time. It's just cool. So it's really cool how it, like, eventually when we get to, I can't use, that's what's recording is the smartphone. We see the first iPhone. And we see, you know, we're still seeing like these like Nokia like flippy things. Like this has video, and the video the doctor had on his little thing was super clear for the time. Holy crap! That wasn't no like 480p, which it should have been. You remember YouTube in 2009? I do, because I had a channel, and I stopped because I'm dumb. One of my 2 biggest regrets. But no, it's just been really cool to see technology advance. Then we find out that the silence, well, we didn't know there was silence yet, but the silence is ruling the world with post-hypnotic suggestion. That is such a cool idea.
Yes.
Like you, oh, good.
Yes, it's the perfect way to invade. Invade it without them even realizing it, and actually facilitating it for them so that they barely even have to lift a finger.
They don't, yeah. They just have to show up. And it's interesting that they had that same TARDIS-like ship. Well, it was described as a TARDIS-like ship. It didn't look like a TARDIS, but it functioned like a TARDIS is what I mean. With the things you put your hand on and all that from the Lodger episode. So we're getting that call back. They were trying to, yeah. Well, I assume it was them, but maybe not. Maybe not. I just think it's a cool premise. Another reason that I'm kind of bummed out that they're gone so soon is because there's a lot you could do with this. And like you said, it could be happening right now in real time, in real life. We wouldn't even know it. It's a neat idea.
Yes, it's both fantastic and it's also relatively realistic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then we see Agent Man and Amy go to that children's home. We see the doctor in the rocket. They're like, how did you get there? What are you doing? I thought going to the moon would be more significant beyond they needed a spacesuit for reasons. And I know what reasons why. I'm just saying it's because kind of like, I guess if I was going to nitpick, I don't have a problem with it. This is just theoretical nitpick. I think they could have done more with going to the moon. It was just for the Silence to get a spacesuit. It was for the doctor to interrupt the transmission to the world, which makes sense. It was seen by like 500 million people. Holy hell. Not even sure how many people were on the planet in 1969. I'll put it up on the screen now. So whatever percentage of people were watching this, that was smart. It was. I just felt like they were building, like, they're going to the moon. Like, is that where they're from? Is that where their base is? Dark side of the moon. We've done that before. But I thought the moon was going to be a more significant thing other than just like a transmission device. It does make sense. It does. It was just, again, my fault for building it up of what this could be. So, kind of like with the crack on the wall and the silence. I was building, like, what could this be? Ended up being, like, really cool and not something I even considered with their power and whatnot. But, again, that's on me. I liked when they would, like, see the silence, but then their hand would be flashing, but they don't remember seeing it, obviously. So then their hand would be flashing, they'd be like... So, like, Agent Man had a moment, and then Amy had that moment in the room when they were all, like, sleeping like bats on the ceiling. That was neat. And then Silence says, "This world is ours. We've been here since the wheel and the fire."
Yes.
So good. So good. And then Amy gets pretty much abducted by the Silence. and her thing is transmitter thingy is on the ground, and he picks it up and he's trying to talk to her, and the doctor says it's one way, I'm sorry, and Rory has like so good. He says, she can hear me. She can always hear me. She knows. It was good. It was good. I just wish she was nicer to him. He's such a good guy. And you hate when good people are with like mean people. Well, you know what I mean. I explained it earlier. Don't at me. Well, you can. Whatever. But then we find out they're the Silence, and we're both like, what?
Yes.
Reveal. Ah.
Finally.
Yeah. And they're basically just like super parasites. And they've been influencing human behavior forever. Forever. Wow.
For as long as there have been humans.
Yeah, wow. Of course, so they're influencing human behavior, and the doctor says, well, why did the human race suddenly decide to go to the moon? They needed a spacesuit, apparently. They couldn't have just went to, like, hey, NASA, give us a spacesuit. Who are you? Oh, I need to get a spacesuit for no reason. Here you go. Like, why not get it that way?
And actually, with the technology that they had, they could have simply used one of their own suits that could have been more advanced.
Yeah. Then there was that funny back and forth with River and the doctor. And, she's talking about shooting people, and the doctor says, I shouldn't like it, but I do a bit. Their little flirty thing there was really good. It was really good. No, I'm not being hypocritical. It works. It did not work with Dr. Bond. It didn't work. It didn't. I'm sorry, it didn't. I made the video. Lots of you didn't like it, which I expected, but it was a fun theory to think about. There's the transmission of the one Silence saying, you should kill us all on sight, and they loop it. You should kill us all on sight. You should kill us all on sight, because they're seeing them. So now it's in their brain. It's been suggested. They use their own power against them. The next time they're seen.
Yes, which it will be helpful because, well, not everyone around the planet Earth will actually have access to a television, but that suggestion that eventually when people travel and, of course, people invading other places, eventually they'll even get to those remote places where such technology wouldn't be existing, and thus they wouldn't have had the signal.
Right. I just thought it was cool that they ordered their own destruction. Like, how cool is that? They basically killed themselves. Like, their hubris killed them. And the idea that the Silence are going to die, they're going to be killed off, and the people that are doing it won't even know why they're doing it. And they won't even remember doing it.
Yeah.
So good. There was so much potential here. We get to that part where earlier Amy was talking about, I miss your face and your stupid face, and you fell out of the sky and my life changed forever. My life was so boring until you fell out of the sky. And then they're talking about the pregnancy, and then they know Rory has the transmitter, which I liked. I liked that because it was for a minute there was just like, oh, this is poor Rory. Like, can we stop breaking his poor adorable little heart, please? Like, you need some happiness. Give him some happiness. It's either Rory's hurt and Amy's trying to figure out how to save him, or Amy's abducted or hurt and he's trying to like figure out how to save her. That's been the season in 2 episodes. It's fine. It's just like, can we have a happy episode? Maybe we can. Well, I don't know if we can now, because now she's pregnant and Time Lord daughter person. Well, I'm saying Time Lord because I don't know. Like, I don't know. Amy and Roy are talking, and she's like, your stupid face. And he's like, oh, you said my stupid face. Like, oh, isn't that romantic? He's like, well, I wasn't sure who you were talking about. She's like, well, you. And he's like, well, you said it fell out of the sky. And she says, it's a figure of speech, moron. And I'm like, you do not get to pull that card there. You knew what you were doing, and you knew what you were saying. That is gaslighting. 100%. That line pissed me off. Like, no. And then we have that scene between River and the doctor, and she's like, where are you going? And she pulls him back and kisses him. And I love the doctor's like he did with Amy. He was just like, I don't like this. I was not expecting this. In real time. And he's like, right, okay, interesting. And then River says, you're acting like we've never done that before. He's like, we haven't. We haven't. And we find out Amy is indeed pregnant. And then the end with their daughter. You know, she's like, I'm okay. It's okay. I'm dying, but I can fix that. This was jam-packed full of stuff. Almost felt like it just did too much. I thought for a while this was going to be a three-parter. I wouldn't have minded at all. But we'll see. Like, I've had a lot of theorizing in this one about the daughter and Amy and Silence and everything. We'll see, you know, as the season goes, of course, we'll find out what happens. I think it was a good, if this is the end of the Silence, it was, I made my feelings known about it, but the idea and the execution of it and the execution of them it was done well. So I thought if this is the bow on the crack and all of that, okay. A little rushed, but as far as the storytelling aspect, it made sense. It was a surprise. It was a neat ability. It had a lot more mileage to it, but if it's not the end of it, then okay. Sorry.
I hope that it isn't the end. I hope that there's still more to it.
Yeah, there's a lot more you could do with this. So we'll see. We'll see as the episodes go on and where we go from here. But that is in the future. This is the present, and we are freaking roasting. We've been talking and sitting here in no AC for over an hour and a half. We need to go turn the AC on and have lunch. My brain is just like, the fact that I could speak at all is like, or have like coherent thoughts. The fact that I have any coherent thought is very surprising, because when it gets hot, I'm just like, my brain it's like more like on top of the pain I'm always in anyway. It's like there's more like, hate summer so much. But is there anything else you would like to add about this episode? Alrighty. That's going to wrap this one up. As I said, we're going to go turn some AC on, have some lunch, and then go from there. As always, I don't have a fancy outro. So I'll simply say, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.
See, your smart face. Your smart face. Not stupid face, your smart face.
Thank you.
Oh my god. I'm so sweaty and gross. Sometimes being human is disgusting.